So we're going to look at the final topic of for the review 5, which is topic 5. On number 33, you're not going to be tested on that, so go ahead and cross that out. But I kind of want you to see an overview of number 34 and 35. We're looking at the sides from least to greatest with these given angles here. And here you're given the sides, and we got to find out the angles from least to greatest. And so on this one, if we've got angles here, we've got 3 angles. We know that the triangle sum tells us that the angles added up together equals 180 degrees. But look at this, we're given sides. Does it make sense to add up the sides and have it equal 180 degrees? That doesn't make sense to have a side length plus a side length plus a side length to equal 180 degrees of an angle. However, we do have the perimeter to be 58. And so that's one of the things that we've got to be able to know when we set up our equations as to whether or not we use the triangle sum theorem or if we actually use the perimeter. If you're given angles, then you're going to use the triangle sum. If you're given lengths of sides, then you're going to be using the perimeter. In this case, it's going to equal 58. So let's go ahead and let's solve these. So now let's go ahead and let's substitute our expressions. Now that we have our equation set up, now let's go ahead and figure out what the value of x is. All right, so now we found the value of x, and so now we got to look at what the value of each angle is. All right, so we found the value of each angle, 113 degrees, 33 degrees, and 34 degrees. And if you were to add these all together, they should equal 180 degrees, which they do. So let's list the sides of triangle FGH in order from least to greatest. So let's use this information of these angles that we have. So now we look at the smallest angle, which is 33 degrees, and opposite here, this is going to be our shortest side, FH. The next one is 34 degrees, and opposite to this one, to the side, is FG. And finally, the largest angle of 113 degrees, opposite is GH, which is going to be the longest side. And that's how you get your side length from the shortest to the longest. And so now we list the angles of triangle AMK in order from least to greatest, where you have the length of each of these sides. And just like what I had said was that if we're given a perimeter, that means that you would add up all 3 of the sides and set it equal to the perimeter. So let's do that. Now that we have our equation, we did all the substitution, now we can go ahead and solve. All right, so we found our x value to be 5, so now let's figure out the value of each side. All right, so we figured out the side lengths of 18, 17, and 23. And if we were to add all of these together here, of all the sides, they should equal 58. So now let's start drawing our triangles so that we can have our angles from least to greatest. So now we've got our side lengths. So let's look at the shortest side. This is the shortest side. So this angle A would be the smallest angle. Next is this side, which is 18. So it would be angle K. And finally, our longest side right here of 23, and opposite of that is M. So that is going to be the largest angle. And there you have it, the small, medium, and large of the angle. And so this concludes our final topic for the review 5.